Hoop Ball presents NBA regular season record chasing with Eli Sussman. This NBA season has blessed us with some of the sexiest stat lines imaginable. You can still get hyped for an upcoming game for the same old reasons, but I'm here to prove that, hey, there is something special about your team and the players on it that makes them worth watching down the stretch. On this episode, the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavs may have had high expectations for themselves this season, you know Mark Cuban always does, but it was easy to be skeptical. Trusting Andrew Bogut to stay healthy? Leaning on young guys like Justin Anderson and Dorian Finney-Smith to make an impact? You can pay Harrison Barnes however much you want. The guy won't be the best player on a playoff team. Not to pile on Barnes. He's been the only guy on the roster to play every game, leading the team in scoring with reasonable efficiency. Still, he's not even cracking 20 points per game. Nobody on Dallas has, actually, since Dirk 3 years ago, tying the longest drought in franchise history. One dimension that's missing from this offense? Activity around the rim. The Mavs will launch from 3 and let Barnes and Nowitzki go to work in the mid-range, and that's about it. Since detailed shooting data became available in 2000-2001, there has never been a team taking a lower percentage of their field goal attempts from inside 3 feet. Unless Nerlens Noel goes berserk over these final few weeks, that record is locked up. Lineups with Nowitzki at center stabilized the Mavs after a rough start to the season, but they have wrecked their rebounding. Because of the combination of slow pace and undersized players, these guys are averaging fewer rebounds per game than any previous Mavs team. It's been especially problematic on the offensive end. Recovering just 18% of their misses is the lowest single season rate the NBA has ever seen. And that's why Salah Mejri is such an important piece. In between Bogut's injuries and Noel's arrival, he's been responsible for most of the dirty work. The NBA has a rich tradition of receiving big contributions from outside the United States. That includes African-born players like Mejri, a native of Tunisia. Thanks to his production this season, he now leads his continent in career field goal percentage, offensive rating, and total rebound percentage. Something tells me he won't be returning to the D-League anytime soon. On the next episode, the Portland Trail Blazers. In the meantime, find me on Twitter at RealEli. Keep up with our daily podcast by downloading the Hoop Ball Radio mobile app, and find all of our great content at hoopball.com.